Good morning and welcome to Intermountain Healthcare's fitness class. My name is Lisa Tunson and I'm the Community Event Specialist at Intermountain Healthcare. We're thrilled to offer these virtual fitness classes, helping you live your healthiest life possible. Today, local instructor Tracy will lead us through our Pilates practice. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Tracy.
Good morning. Thanks for joining me today. If there's something you feel it's too hard that you can't do all of the reps, just try to do one correctly. It's a lot more important for Pilates. I'm going to try to take you through a basic Pilates workout. Just try to pay attention to my cues and just do the best that you can. We're just going to start with a warm-up. So I'm going to have you start at the end of your mat, standing. You're going to imagine you're standing up against an imaginary wall, and you can't go into that wall. So we're just going to start with a roll down. So your knees are soft. You're going to take an inhale. You're going to exhale. Drop your chin, round your shoulders, rounding your upper back, pulling your belly button in and up, rolling down. Hang your arms and head heavy for a second, getting that stretch. You're going to grab onto your elbows, and you're going to do little pulses in towards your knees. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. You want to think of wrapping your ribs together and pulling your belly button all the way into your spine. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Twist to one side, only if that feels good for you. Breathing back through center and then twist to the other side with the little pulses. And then you're going to come back through center. You're going to hang your arms and head heavy for a second. You're going to walk yourself out to a plank position. You can go on your hands or your forearms, and if that's not comfortable for you, you can go on your knees. We're just rocking back and forth, so I'm trying to get a stretch in your hamstrings. You're just going to rock forward and press your heels back. If not, just hang out on your knees and just do a little ups and downs. But for now, forward and back if you can. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Your elbows are soft. Your belly button's pulling in and up. And then just bring your hips up toward the ceiling. Walk your hands back a little bit. Find where your flexibility is. You're just going to pedal out your feet. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. You're going to walk back towards your toes. And you're going to squat down onto the floor. You can see me. Okay. You're going to squat down onto the floor. You want to make sure you have your fingertips on the floor. You're going to take an inhale. Exhale, you're going to press the floor away. If you can't straighten your legs all the way, that's okay. Just go wherever you feel a nice little stretch. Inhale, squat down. And exhale, press the floor away. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. And you're going to slowly roll up that imaginary wall, 1 vertebra at a time, up against that wall. And you're going to lift your chest up to the ceiling. Sorry if my head's cut off. If you're standing, you're just lifting your chest up to the ceiling, getting a little extension in your back. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. And then you're going to find the way to the edge of your mat, and you're going to sit down. You're going to press your feet into the mat. You're going to reach your arms straight out in front of you long. You're going to take an inhale, and on your exhale, you're going to roll down 1 vertebra at a time. You're going to walk your feet in closer towards your glutes. Press both feet evenly into the mat. I want you to take your shoulders and think of bringing them up and then backing down into the back pockets of your pants. Take a deep inhale into the sides of your ribs. Think of expanding them. And on your exhale, you're going to wrap and press them down into the mat. Trying to widen your collarbones and keep your shoulders down at the same time. So inhale through your nose, expand the ribs. Exhale. Try to wrap and press them down into the mat. On the next inhale, On your exhale, you're going to put your belly button into your spine. So inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, sinking your belly button down into your spine. So you're trying to find the work in your abs here, keeping your ribs wrapped and your shoulders down. We're going to start with some pelvic tilts now. So I want you to take an inhale through your nose, and on your exhale, you're going to flatten out your back into the mat. And then inhale, arch, and exhale, tuck. Try to keep your shoulders down. Inhale, arch, and exhale, flatten out your back. Let's do two more. Inhale, and exhale. One more. Inhale, and exhale. So now your back's flat and pressing down into the mat. I want you to try to find the natural curve in your spine. So instead of overarching like we were doing, you're just going to relax into the natural curve of your spine. So you're finding just a tiny little curve in your low back. That's your neutral spine, somewhere in between the two. Your shoulders are down. And now you're going to reach your arms up to the ceiling. And I want you to really reach your shoulders away and then think of plugging them down into their sockets. So you're going to do 5 more of those. Inhale, reach them up. And exhale, plug them down. 4 more. You're trying to find the work underneath your armpits. One more. Now we're going to do some roll-ups. You can keep your knees bent if you want to, or you can extend your legs out. It's a little bit easier with bent legs. You're going to flex your toes toward your face. You're going to bring your arms back behind you, trying to keep your shoulders down still. You're going to take an inhale, and on your exhale, you're going to tuck your chin toward your chest, and you start to come up. One vertebra at a time comes off the mat, reaching over, getting that stretch in your hamstrings. And then take an inhale, exhale, you're going to roll down sequentially. Breathing. And again, inhale, exhale, coming up and up. And inhale, exhale, rolling down. Slow and controlled, finding the work, stretching your spine. Inhale, wrap those ribs, tuck and roll up. Again, if you can't do these, you can bend your knees. We're going to do one more. Inhale and exhale to come up. So get the stretch here, hang out for a second. Take an inhale, exhale. We're only going to roll halfway back this time. If you feel any pain in your back, you can bend your knees also. And you're going to pull your belly button in, and I want you to roll back until you really feel your abs catch, and then you're going to pulse it up for 10. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And hold, and slowly roll back down. You can hug your knees into your chest, take a little stretch. Little rocks from side to side. You're going to bring your arms to a T and press your palms down into the floor, bring your legs to tabletop. You're going to take an inhale, exhale, let them fall over to one side, keeping your knees stacked on top of each other, looking in the opposite direction, trying to keep your shoulders down, just getting a nice stretch. Inhale, exhale, use your abs to pull your legs back to tabletop, and then inhale, exhale, let them fall over to the opposite side, looking in the opposite direction, trying to keep both shoulders down. Inhale, exhale, use your abs to pull your legs back to tabletop, and then extend them out long again. You can point your toes this time, and again, bend your knees if you need to. You're gonna bring your arms back behind you. We're gonna come halfway up again. Inhale, exhale, come halfway up and hold. Fall back till you feel your abs catch. And then you're gonna see if you can bring your arms up and down. If that's too easy, lean back forward. If it's too hard, bend your knees. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. And slowly roll back down. Hug your knees into your chest again. Little rocks from side to side. Now we're gonna work on the obliques. So we're gonna add a twist to the roll up. So again, extend the legs out, point the toes, or keep your knees bent. You're gonna inhale, exhale, come halfway up. You're gonna hold. You're gonna twist to one side and hold. You're gonna fall back a couple inches and hold. You're gonna come back to the center and come back down. We're gonna come up and do the other side. Inhale, exhale, coming halfway up. Twist to the other side. Fall back, hold. Come back to the center and come back down. And keep going, alternating sides. Inhale, exhale, coming up. Twist, fall back, back through center, and come back down. Other side. Twist, fall back, come back through center, and come back down. Hug your knees into your chest. Little rocks from side to side. So now we're gonna stay on one side. So inhale, exhale, come halfway up. Twist the side, bend your knees if you need to. Fall back a couple inches, and this time we're gonna pulse for 8. Hold it, and then arms up and down for 5. Inhale and exhale. And 4. And 3. 2. Last one. Come back through center. Roll down. Hug your knees into your chest. Other side. Inhale, exhale, coming halfway up. Bend your knees if you need to. Twist to the side. Fall back. 8 little pulses up. Really feeling those obliques. Hold, arms up and down for 5. Inhale and exhale. Don't feel it, lean back further. And come back to center and slowly roll back down. Hug your knees into your chest, little rocks from side to side. Next, we're gonna go into toe taps. So you're gonna reach your arms really long by your sides again, pressing your shoulders down, ribs are wrapped, belly button to spine. You're gonna float your legs up to tabletop, holding. And your shoulders down. And now just the left leg, you're gonna send it away to tap, inhale, exhale, pull it back up for 10. And your abs are what's doing the work when you pull up. 8. Inhale down, exhale up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, if that's too many, just do what you can. You're gonna do the other side now. So back to tabletop, now the right. Inhale and exhale for 10. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest for a second. And then you're going to bring both legs back to tabletop. And now we're going to try both legs. Inhale down and exhale up for 10. Belly button to spine. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And hug your knees into your chest. We're going to do another twist. So arms back out to a T, bring your legs back to tabletop, let them fall over to one side, looking in the opposite direction. Getting that nice stretch. Inhale, exhale, use your abs to pull your legs back to tabletop. And inhale, exhale, let them fall over to the opposite side. Trying to keep both shoulders down, looking in the opposite direction. Inhale, exhale, use your abs to pull your legs back to tabletop. Hold them here. You're going to grab the tops of your knees. Now, you're going to try to curl your head up and hold. If at any time your neck hurts, don't strain it. You can do everything with your head down. So you're curled up. You're going to send your legs out and bring your arms back. You're going to inhale and exhale for 10. And again, keep your head down if you need to. And be like this. 8. Or this. 7. 6. 4. 3. 2. And 1. And rest. Again, if you can just try to do one perfectly instead of 10, if that's all you can do, that's fine. We're going to go into some single legs now. So you're going to bring one leg to tabletop. And today I'm going to have you actually hug that leg all the way in and extend your other leg long. Getting that nice stretch. You're going to grab this leg and pull it in, and then you're going to switch for 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. And rest. Little rocks from side to side, hugging your knees into your chest. And then we're going to try to go into straight legs up and down. So you're going to reach your arms really long. And you're going to bring both legs straight up if you can and hold. You can keep a little bend in your knees if that feels better on your back. Drawing your shoulders down, abs in, you're going to lower. Only go as far as feels okay for you. Feel your abs. And exhale, come back up for 10. And 3. And 2. And 1. And rest. Little rocks from side to side, hugging your knees into your chest. We're going to try to do scissors down. So one leg is going to come up, and you're going to grab onto the other leg's going out. If you don't have the flexibility to grab on here, you can grab on here. And if you need to put your head down, go for it. You're going to go pull, pull, switch. Make sure your tailbone's heavy on the mat so you're still in neutral. One more on each. And rest. You're going to rock yourself up. Get water if you need it. Let's get off our backs for a minute. We'll get back to some abs. We're going to stand back up. You're going to walk back to the edge of your mat. Rolling down again. Take an inhale, exhale, roll down that imaginary wall. You're going to walk yourself out and lower yourself down onto your stomach. Whatever's comfortable for you here, lowering down is okay. You're going to start with little press-ups. So you're going to tuck under, press your hip bones down into the mat and pull your belly button in and up. Your hands are going to be right by your chest, little externally rotated, pressing into the mat. You're going to take an inhale, exhale, come up wherever feels okay for you. You're just getting an extension in your back. You can come up higher and keep your hips down, that's fine. Inhale, exhale, slowly come back down. Inhale, exhale, coming back up. Okay. On the next one, you're going to hold it up here. When you come down, your legs are going to come up, and you're rocking on your hip bones. Just getting an extension in your back, pulling your abs in and up. Little rocks. Your glutes should be engaged. You should feel your hamstrings and a nice extension in your back. And rest for a second. Go ahead, sit back on your heels and take a child's pose. You can decide if you want your knees wide or together. And hang out there for a second. You're going to come up onto your hands and knees. We're going to take some cat-cow stretches. So you're going to inhale, round your back. Exhale, arch your back. Inhale, round. And exhale, arch. 2, 3 more. Two. Last one. And you're going to carefully come back onto your stomach. And you're going to extend your arms straight out long, looking down, lifting your chest, but looking down and holding. If that's hard enough, just try to hold that. If not, lift your legs and try to hold that as well and breathe through it. Just hovering over the mat. And rest for a second. You can put your head to one side. You're going to lace your fingers together behind you and see if you can let your elbows drop down toward the mat. Some of you will have the flexibility, I do not. Getting that stretch. You're going to bring your arms back behind you, lift up and look down at the mat. Inhale and exhale, other side. Turn your head to the other side. Try to bring your elbows back down onto the mat if you can. Again, reach and extend, looking down so there's length in your neck. And switching sides. Last one. Switching. Good. One more time, you're going to bring your hands by your chest and just press yourself up for another little stretch here. Pulling your abs in and up. Holding, drawing your shoulders down. Squeezing your glutes. Slowly coming down. We're gonna go for swimming here now. So you're gonna extend the arms out and the legs again, hovering. And you're gonna reach your opposite arm, opposite leg, and then just try to switch. Little kicks and breathing through it. 10 more seconds. And rest and press yourself back to another child's pose. Hang out there for a minute and breathe through it. In through your nose and out through your mouth. You're gonna come back up onto your hands and knees. Just one more cat-cow stretch. Inhale, round. And exhale, arch. And now, just try to find your neutral spine and hold. So weights distributed evenly into your hands and knees right now. You're gonna bring your left leg back behind you and flex your foot. Put your toes on the floor for a second and make sure your hips are square to the floor. Your hands are just a little bit externally rotated. And you're gonna lift that leg up, and you're gonna lift it up and down for 10. Try to keep your weight distributed evenly, that's the hard part. Rest. Cat-cow. Find your neutral. Other leg, extend it out, flex the foot. See if you can distribute your weight evenly and lift that leg up and down for 10. Keeping your hips square to the floor. Two, and one. Bring that leg back. And you're actually going to come back onto your stomach again. Pressing your hip bones down again, pulling your belly button in and up. You're going to bend your elbows out to the side and stack your hands on top of each other. And you're going to put your forehead on your hands. And you're going to take an inhale, exhale. You're going to lift up. Your head and your arms come up together, not too far. And then inhale, come back down. And exhale, coming up again. See if you can do about 4 more of those. And rest. You're going to turn over onto your side now. You're going to stack your knees and hips on top of each other. You want to put your hand right here to help you hold a little space called a mouse house. And you're going to hold it here. Make sure your hips are stacked. You don't want this hip to roll back. That's the point of the mouse house right here. And you're going to start with clams for 10. So you just lift your knee up. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to go into hydrants for 10. So leg lifts up and down for 10. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. And then we're going to do 10 little pulses. Make sure you still have your mouse house. You're going to lift that leg up to that hydrant position and 10 little pulses up. And rest. We're going to go into knee circles. So now your knee is going to draw a circle. You're going to try to do 10 in each direction. Again, just do what you can. And rest. And then we're going to do 10 in the other direction. And rest. And now we're going to do some rainbows, they're called. So you're going to take your knee, tap it on the mat in front of your other knee. Your knee draws a rainbow, bring your heels together for 10 if you can. Try not to lose your mouse house. And rest. Next, you're going to lift that leg up to a hydrant position and flex your foot, and you're going to extend it out and bend it back. Still keeping your mouse house, keeping your shoulders stacked. Three, two, and one. And rest. Last one we'll do on this side. You're going to bring your legs straight out and point your toes to the floor. And you're going to try to lift that leg up and down for as many as you can, up to 10. Three, two, one. Good job. Rest. Get water if you need it. We're going to take a figure 4 stretch on your back. So you're going to lay on your back and you're going to take whatever leg you just worked and put the ankle over your knee. I'll show you 1 second. So you're going to flex your foot, put it over your other knee. This is the leg you just worked. And hug it in and just try to hold. Breathe, really find that stretch. You can look up, whatever feels good for you. You can push this other leg out wherever you find the most stretch. If that's good enough, just hang out there. If you want to try another one, you cross both knees on top of each other, hug your ankles in, and pull and try to hold that. And then you're going to rock yourself up, and you're going to switch over to your other side. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to stack your hips on top of each other, stack your shoulders, find your mouse house on this side, and we're going to start with 10 clams. And rest. And then 10 hydrants. Keep breathing. And rest. And then 10 hydrant pulses. And rest. And then 10 knee circles in each direction. Rest. And then we're going to do 10 in the other direction. And rest. And then we're going to do rainbows. Make sure you still have your mouse house, your shoulders are still stacked, your hips are stacked. You're going to tap your knee and bring your heels together for 10. And rest. And make sure you still have your mouse house. Lift your leg back up, flex your foot, and extend it out, and bend it back for 10. Shoulders are stacked as well. And rest. Woo. And then you're going to bring that leg back out, extend it out, put toes toward the floor, up and down for 10. And rest. Figure 4 stretch on your other side. Opposite ankle or opposite knee. Hug them in. Try to hold. Find where you feel the most stretch. You can press this knee out, lift up, wherever you find it. You can stay here if that's enough. If you want to try a deeper stretch, cross your knees on top of each other, hug your ankles in, and hold. And then go ahead and hug your knees into your chest again. We're going to do some leg circles next. So staying here on your back. You're going to extend your legs out. And you're going to bring your left leg up. You can keep a tiny bend in your knee if you need to. We're just going to do 10 little dinner plate size circles. You're stopping in between each one. 3 and 2 and 1. Make sure your shoulders are down, ribs are wrapped, abs are in. Other way, stopping in between each one. And go ahead and hug that knee into your chest. Really come up to meet it. Get that big stretch. Extend that other leg long and hold. And then we're going to switch legs. Other leg straight up, pointed toes. 10 dinner plate size circles. Stopping in between each one. and reverse. Good, hug that knee in. Come up to knee to really get that stretch, extending this other leg long. And then go ahead and hug both knees in for a second. You're gonna rock yourself up. We're gonna do rolling like a ball for a minute. So you're gonna sit, you're gonna rock from side to side, try to find your sit bones. You're gonna make a little Pilates V, you're gonna go heels together, toes apart. Your hands are on the outsides of your knees and you're grabbing onto your ankles. You're gonna hold here and just try to balance for a second. Now you're gonna roll back, you're gonna round your back. You wanna make sure the distance between your heels and your glutes doesn't change. You just roll back and come up and your abs do your break. Just see if you can just do one and stop and just do the best that you can. You can try to do 10 if you can. Stopping between each one. And on this last one, you're gonna hold it there. See if you can just hold. And then go ahead and roll back down, hug your knees back into your chest. And then we're gonna do some bridging. So, your feet are just about 5 inches apart. Your heels are locked in towards your glutes. Arms are long and heavy. Your triceps are helping you here. Your collarbones are wide. You're gonna articulate up one vertebra at a time. So you're gonna inhale, exhale, you're gonna tuck and bridge up, lifting each vertebra off the mat one at a time. But you don't want your ribs to splay when you get up here. You're keeping your ribs wrapped, your belly button to your spine, and your hip flexors nice and open. Arms are heavy. Take an inhale, exhale, slowly roll back down. Try to get each vertebra at a time. And all the way back to neutral before you inhale, exhale, tuck and roll back up. Pressing evenly through both feet. If you pay attention, you can usually notice that you're pressing harder in one foot. And keep going. Keep breathing. Inhaling at the top, exhaling, roll down. Inhaling at the bottom and exhaling to roll up. Be pressing evenly into your feet. You're gonna hold it here and you're gonna do 10 little glute pulses up. Hold at the top and roll back down. You're gonna open your feet a little bit wider. So your feet are wider now, and you're gonna bridge back up and hold it up here. Now, ribs are still wrapped, belly button's still in, hip flexors are open. You're not gonna let your feet come off the mat. You don't want them to supinate or pronate. You're gonna keep them really heavy onto the mat, and you're just gonna squeeze, do little knee pulses out, getting your glutes right here. Outer thighs and glutes are working as you do little pulses out. Still pulling your abs in, pressing heavy into your arms. You might notice one is working more than the other. Try to press through the one that's not working as much. And hold it there. Still keep that squeeze out of your knees, and then do little pulses up. Still keeping your abs in tight. Take an inhale, exhale, slowly roll Roll back down. And you're going to walk your feet closer together again, but still about 5 inches apart. Inhale, exhale, rolling back up. You're going to hold it here. Ribs are wrapped, belly button's in. We're going to go into marching here. So you're going to bring one leg to tabletop, pressing heavy into that other foot. And trying not to let your hips shift. Bringing that leg down, hold. And if you still can, press evenly through your feet, 10 more pulses up. And slowly roll back down. Hug your knees into your chest. Little rocks from side to side. Then roll yourself back up. Get water if you need it. We're going to do some Pilates push-ups. Just really tiny if you need to. You can go on your knees. And your elbows are going to be in tight. And if all you can do is one, just try to do one. But your abs are in, your shoulders are down. You're a little bit externally rotated with your hands. And you're just going to press down and up. And just work on one and work on your form. And if that's easy on your knees, you can do it here. I don't know that I can today. Yep. Or here. And just do what you can and then go into a child's pose when you're done. I'm going to go for 4 more. You do what you can. You're still going, good for you. Take a little child's pose when you're done. And then come on up. You're going to come back to the edge of your mat. Roll yourself back up. We're going to try to finish the way that we started. So you're going to roll up to start. And then you're going to roll down. And then you're going to walk yourself out. You can go on your forearms or your hands or your knees and just try to do little rocks back and forth. Getting that stretch. And then lift your hips up to the ceiling. Start to walk back, but pedal out your feet right here. And then walk back toward your toes, bending your knees. Again, you're going to put your fingertips on the floor. Take an inhale, exhale, press the floor away. Wherever feels good for you, getting that stretch. Inhale, squat back down. And exhale, press the floor away. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. And you're going to slowly roll up that imaginary wall. And then you keep standing. I'm going to come onto my knees just to make sure you can see me. But you want to you're standing up, and you're just going to lean back and take a stretch. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And then you're going to find your proper posture standing. So your ear should be lined up to your shoulder, to your hip, to your ankle. And you're just going to take one more inhale. Going all the way up to your arms. And then exhale. Coming back down. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you feel